What's up, everybody? Alright, so today I'm going to go over how I make a watch list. I use unusual whales right here. This has really helped me, be able to trade on my own, find my own trades. So I like this a lot. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head over to unusual whales. I'm going to go down here to the hot chains and ticker. Personally, I hide the funds. I do trade SPY almost daily, but those levels and the volume's always pretty good, so I'm able to do that. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is look through these first 50 tickers here, and I'm going to try and stay within the 50 to 100, so the first two pages. But what I'm looking for here is just stuff that sticks out. So I have already looked at this. I'm going to use this example of PayPal. Here we go. So what sticks out to me here is going through this. I'm going to click here on this. I like to use this right here, the intraday analyst tab, and then I'll click, let's see. Okay, so right here, most active chains, and this is what sticks out to me right here. This PayPal 12/20 December 10th 200 call. So look at the volume. We have 13,000 volume with an open interest of 11,000. We also see PayPal closed at 184. So this is $16 out of the money basically. And that really sticks out here because that's a move all the way up to right here, which is a very big, not only psych level, but it's also a very big resistance level seen on this right here. All right, so next, after I look through this, I'm going to go over I use TrendSpider personally, and I'm going to look at the daily chart to find a range. So our range here, we have a high 187, a low 179. That's an $8 range, and we can play that. That's good. Yeah, I like to play that. It's also an inside day with a decent hammer forming. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the 1 hour time frame. I'm going to drill down here, right? Basically my thing here is I'm looking for these key points, key levels that are support and resistance in order to find these where I would take a trade, stuff like that. So one that sticks out here is this 185 level is obviously big. Not only is it 185, that's a psych level as well, but we also have this right here, 185.02. Yeah, you get it. So I'm going to identify that as a possible, let's see, put this in here, a possible call trigger, 185, and then we're going to look on the low side. So right here I see this double bottom formation, and also the top of this one around 181.6. These lows 181, so 181.4 to 181.45 is going to be a pretty big level as well. We're going to just put this at 181.45. See what we do here. And then next, I'm going to drill down to the 15-minute. For this, I'm doing all this for day trade type stuff based off this time frame. So right here, we also see another one at the 180.7 range as another big support area, but I like this double bottom setup here. So below this, slow on this one, 2.6. So we could get, this is still a 70 cent to $1 possible. But the key here is we want to identify these levels that are going to be close. Usually I stay 20 to 25% within the ending candle, the ending price, to try and not miss the move, right? So we want to catch this move prior. But right here we see this really big resistance around 188, which is another psych level as well. There's also a decent one here at 186, which we can confirm with this volume price level. So I'm going to, stick some points in here. We'll go 186. So these don't really exactly have to be exact as of right now. We're going to fine tune them as well. And then I'm going to put another one up here at 188. So these are the possible ranges, based off this. Over this 188, we have actually a very decent breakout potential to the 189, which is a very big on the 15 minute. I'll look at the 1 hour more on that. But on the low side, so this one right here, I like this 15. See, look at that. 180.7 is a big, let's see what's low here, 180, yep. 180.7, again, identify this. So if we can break this, however, we can drop down here to the 179 area, which is another, that's a, let's see, $2 move, which is going to be big when we're playing options. We're talking 30+%, which is a good move. All right, next thing, so I've identified these key levels, resistance, the key levels, Jesus, I can't talk. All right. So the key thing here is we're going to identify these key levels, support and resistance. And I'm going to play puts underneath this level here. As we identify 181.45 and above 185, I'm going to play calls. So that's how I use a ticker based solely off of just the flow, right? So this is solely based off of the flow and identifying key points. Another thing I really like to do for finding plays is I go over here, I use TrendSpider. So I go over here to Market Scanner. I've already set this up, but this is an inside bar on the daily. And then I like to go S&P 500, scan, right? And we're going to cross-reference this with the hot chains and tickers. So one that's on the top, it's in the top 100 we have here, is Boeing, Visa V. Another one on here is going to be Walmart, and let's see, go down. This is one of my favorite setups for this week. Let's get United Airlines. United Airlines is like 57th or so on the thing, but what I like the most about it is we have this double inside day setup, which can lead to a very explosive move in both directions. This is actually bouncing off a very key support level right here in the 39 to 40 range, so I do like this play as well. But what I'm going to do here, we'll drill down as well. I've already kind of looked at this. So the hourly time frame, we do have this descending wedge after a gap down, which is another thing I like, but the 15-minute chart is the one that really sticks out to me. So I've identified these 2 points here. 50.78, we have 1, 2, 3 different reflection points, and it's acted as both support and resistance. So I like this as a call trigger. I'll play 41 calls, even though it does have range up to this 42 line. If it can break through, let's right here, 42.04, 42.05 area, this thing can really get going. But on the bottom side, I identified 40.18 based off, we have one here, it's hit multiple times, and then it double bottoms here. The reason I don't want to go lower here is because I could miss this possible, see we have support here at 39.95, which is a 23-cent move, which is a big move with options. You can make an extra 15-20% based off this. So that's the second way I really use unusual whales with TrendSpider as a way to try and find these setups that give me big moves. Sometimes these moves will be very quick, but they also can take a little bit of time. UAL tends to move a little bit slower. I've traded it before, so that's the only reason I really know that. But the one thing that I really, really want to key in on here is to focus on 3 to 5 setups that really catch your attention. Over here I've marked a couple. Another key thing, when playing triggers, we're going to wait for a 5-minute candle close over our trigger point. So our trigger point here is, we could move it down a little off this 5-minute, but that's all right. I like the 185 1 hour better. We're gonna wait for a close over 185, or on the bottom side a close under 181.45. We're gonna wait either of those, and we're not gonna take it too early, or else we can get faked out. I like to use the 5 minute because there's a lot less fake outs than say the 1 minute. Let's see on the 1 minute. See on the 1 minute, like we have this big candle. It's almost a $1 range on a 1 minute candle. That if I'm playing this and just looking at this chart, this is definitely going to fake me out. I'd have a stop loss set and it would have hit. And it's, respect and know what they're doing. And look what tickers they have. Adam Sliver is one of my favorites. Mad Money's another good one. And I also like Bullish Mont. He does more on the inside days, but looking at this, let's see, go over here. So right here, he has this watch list here, right? These are some good tickers you can look at and just look at his levels to learn. That was a big way that helped me to not only learn, but also, just trust my levels and see where he gets these levels from. And that really helped me be able to build my own watch list.